So I just made a video about how Claude made agents 98% more efficient by using code execution instead of MCPs. And I wanted to share a little bit of story about that. So recently I was working on a project where someone needed some browser automation, and so obviously you turn to the Playwright MCP. Now, when I used the Playwright MCP, what I found was the results were bad because the context window was just being absolutely taken up by the commands to use the Playwright from the results. And what I mean by that is if you use a Playwright MCP, what has to happen is it has to go open the page, it has to look at the tool, see how to use the tool, and then it has to take a picture or read whatever on the page. And so you're constantly using context that you don't even want to necessarily use. And so what I found a better solution was to have the AI go write a script to go crawl the page and go scan the pages. And then it would evaluate those responses. And then it would evaluate the images, how far it got with the script, and whether or not it made it to the page that it was supposed to. If it did not, it would then rework the script, taking screenshots along the way. But because it was doing it in this manner, it was never using its full context because it was writing a program and evaluating the results. It didn't have to write the program, use the program, go look at the pages, analyze that, and keep that all in its context window. All it had to do was write the script, wait for it to run, and then the results came back. And so because you've just removed that little middle layer of actions that it needs to take, you are now way more efficient and using it how it should be. And when you do it like this, I also feel like you're taking advantage of higher orchestration levels from an AI because it understands that it's managing a process as opposed to being the one doing the process, which is kind of weird to understand, but you have to understand it like if it's supposed to complete a task and then you tell it to go do all the steps to complete the task, it gets a little confused because it's now become a worker and not an orchestrator. You want it to be an orchestrator. You always want it to be an orchestrator because it's really good at that. And then you want sub agents or sub people doing the little tasks below it or codes that it writes or scripts. Anyways, this is my helpful little AI development tips. Follow if you like these, and comment if you have any opinions.